Welcome back, everybody. Today we're in the Kisatchie National Forest in the Kisatchie Ranger District, and we're going to do a little bit more exploring. I wanted to come out here originally and go looking for some crystal clear creeks. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding that right now. We're in the middle of winter, not a lot of water flow, and while we've come across some, I'm going to put that on the back burner for right now, and we're going to do a little bit of something different today. I put up the drone. I saw this road as I was passing by. That's more of a trail for ATVs, things like that. And about 1,500 or so feet that away, it opens up. There's a pond. Now, from the air, I put the drone up. It looks different, but it's a well-traveled area. I saw some camp spots back there. Obviously, people go back there without a doubt and do some camping. I've never been out there, but that's where we're going to go right now. So, come join me. All right, what do we have going on here? I tell you, from the air, it looked so much more, what? I don't know. Like open, like the trail was so clear. This is kind of splits here. The pond I saw looked like it was kind of this way. All right, well, we're not going to go that way. Golly. Got that rock. Okay. All right, we're bushwhacking. GPS says it's this way, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I stepped in a hole. What a game trail right now. Well, I think it's a game trail. I don't think it's down here. But there's no. The picture I had on the phone, I mean, it was clearly a pond. They had standing water in it and everything. And there ain't no water out here. Oh, there's a kick-tail game trail right here. That's pretty cool. As usual, signs of pigs. You know, they dig up the earth looking for whatever it is they're trying to eat. Okay, well, no pond here. Contrary to what Gaia GPS shows. All right, let's head back. We're going to go to the trail. All right, well, we're on that other spur, if you want to call it that. And it's a trail, but it's hardly kept up. And from the air, it looks wide open, but obviously on the ground it's a little different. Ooh, getting chilly out. Kind of turned around a little bit. We'll go a little bit farther. Maybe we're this far back in. What the heck? I'm wondering if it is. I'm looking at the contour of the land, and I'm wondering if it's sort of over there. It looks like it's got a big dip. And if it's anywhere, it's over there. But I just don't feel like bushwhacking. Not going to do it. All right, well, like I said, sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. That's strike two today. still don't know where I'm camping. All right, me get back and I don't know, bring you back when something interesting happens. All right, well, I will tell you, interesting turn of events. I somehow got all turned around. Thank goodness I have this, oh look, deer tracks. Interesting. See them? Get right up on them. Anyway, the sandstone trail. Let's just say I'm taking a long way back, but we're getting there. I've always wanted to actually do the sandstone. It's really an ATV trail. It's closed down right now to riders, I think, at this time of the year. But yeah, we're going to use that to get back. Yeah, we're going to have a little hike, a little adventure. Okay, well, yeah, there's a trail marker. Okay, let me make sure I don't miss a turn, because as you can see from me getting turned around just now, I don't want a long walk. So here we go. Let me focus a little bit. Look, this says we're at mile marker 19 on the sandstone, if anybody's interested. There you go. What is this? Is this is the pond? Huh. Don't ask me. Couldn't tell you how I got here. No clue. Zero. Don't know how I got here. All right, well, look. Okay. That's so interesting. It was destiny. Can you see that? Look, let me make sure. This is the pond I was looking at from the drone. I told you, look, real dirty and all that, but this obviously is man-made. I mean, you can see the the banks, you know, the retaining bank. I don't know what you call it, but that's what it is. That is pretty cool. All right, well, as things sometimes do, they work out when you're not even, when you think you screwed up the most. That's too, boy, I thought I was sunk when those keys got locked in the truck. Oh my goodness, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I prayed that I had that key still, and I did. Then when it didn't open, it might be too far up, but there's a little tiny bird. Oh, just flew away. Anyway, I was hoping to get it on camera. Maybe you saw it. All right, we made it back to the road, and more importantly, the truck. Somebody just drove by. This is one of the main forest roads through the forest. They have a couple of three sort of big ones that traverse the whole area. Anyway, this is one of them. This is 360. Okay, we're back. Let's get in the truck and figure out where the heck we're going. Gotta find a camping spot somewhere. All right, we'll bring you back in a minute. Well, I'm at a campground, an established campground, not where I was wanting to be, but boy, we had it all planned out today, what I was going to do, where I was going to go, where I was going to stay, what I was going to see, and nothing played out like I wanted it to. Didn't get to see I saw the creeks, but it's, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about that. I wanted to go try to find some clear, white, sandy, bottomed creeks, and they're out there, but not where I was hoping they would be, at least the access to them. And right now, with just little water flow, they tend to get, you know, they're not as pretty as I was hoping they would be. Anyway, that ended up getting lost. I locked the keys in the truck. Thank God I had a spare key with me. The area I was going to go and camp in, I was going to do a wild camp. I wasn't really too interested in doing a camping at an established campground. And they have a couple other people here, some families, 2 families. It's going to be real quiet tonight. I don't think there's going to be anybody out here anymore tonight because it's getting down into the 20s. Be that as it may, it is it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. The area I was going to go camping in, they're doing a controlled burn. Now, I knew they were doing a controlled burn out here, but I thought it was in a completely different area. And it wasn't going to be right near where I was going to be camping, the burn. It was so thick with smoke, it wasn't even an option. So here I am. So what we'll do is we'll get camp set up. We'll relax. Have a lot of firewood I brought because it's going to get so cold tonight. I got a heater for the tent with some propane tank, so we'll be in good shape. So it'll be fine. We'll do a little bit of cooking. We'll relax. We'll have a drink, and we'll have a good time and enjoy ourselves. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what happened during the day. A lot of it I didn't film just because it was so it was so jacked up. What a day, though. What a day. Anyway, so here we are. Let me sort of get situated a little bit. We'll get camp put up. I'm debating whether to put a tarp up. I chose this spot because there are 2 pine trees I could string up a tarp to. I might just put up a tent and just call it. I don't know. There's just something so homey about having that tarp to sit under that it's enjoyable. Anyway, let me get things figured out, and we'll come back and see you in just a minute. God, it happens every single time. Let me go. I got to pay for this campsite, so let me go and get that done. And I'll come back here. We'll put stuff in the tent and just sort of finish getting things situated. The tent's up. That's always the biggest pain. We'll do that, and then we'll sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the day at the campsite. Let's go check this campsite out. Let's see what's going on with it. I've never been here. I've never gotten out. I've driven through the road over. It's a little loop, if you will, right? It's nice as far as campsites go. But let's go check it out. Let me show you what's here. So this is the campsite. Let me turn around. That's going to be us right there. You just drive right up to your site. That's my little parking spot. I'm going to be set up just, right there between the truck and the tent. I'm standing right in front of the next campsite next to me. It's not, from my truck, it's not 15 feet. But, it is what it is. If somebody comes, maybe I'll make a new friend. Who knows? Bathroom right there. It's they really fixed up the place. Got it. Gotta be honest with you, I'm out of the phase of wanting to bushwhack anymore. Trying to peer through real quick. No. It goes down a little bit more, but there's nothing there. Oh, it is there. Okay, how do I get through all this? I don't know. I don't know how to get through all of it. It's just so dense. I mean, I could push through, but I don't want to. I'm pretty sure that's just a hill on the other side. It's, starting to go up the slope, the upslope. Now get back up, pull up a map and see if there's a creek down here on the backside of this camp. We will go get it, but I don't think there is. Okay, how's that look? Oh, that's better. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm sorry that I'm going to have a little bit of a light to do this. Ooh, Jesus. All right, that was a gigantic gunshot. I wanted to tell you a little bit about a fire situation I had the last time I was out camping. And don't do what I did, okay? So what happened was I had this setup right here. And I was fire was dying. It was late at night. It was about 11:30. I decided I was going to go to bed. I was going to let the fire burn itself out. The fire was this little fire pit was about 5 or 6 feet, six or 7. No, it wasn't far from the tent, 6, 7 feet maybe the most. And I'd done this a number of times. I kind of like watching the fire against the wall of the tent inside. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I heard a big pop, pow, like fires will do, the wood pop. And it sent some sparks out. I didn't think much of it. It was loud. So that's what caught my attention. Nonetheless, I'm sort of halfway asleep. And honestly, by the grace of God, I just happened to sort of open my eye. I wasn't asleep yet, but I sort of made myself look, and I saw where, the fire had rekindled, or so I thought. In reality, what had happened was that fire sparked some dead grass around and in front of the tent. And it was coming close to the tent. And as a matter of fact, when I saw it, I was like, man, that's really bright. And I thought, is the grass on fire near the tent? And the reality of it is that it was. It couldn't have been more than a foot from my tent. And it would have caught my tent on fire. Now, they're supposed to be, they're not fireproof, they're fire retardant. I don't know how much of truth that is. I know this much. It caught my camera bag on fire and has a big hole inside of it now as a result. And I'm willing to bet you that tent ultimately would have caught on fire with me in it. And if I had been asleep, it would have been a real bad deal. So I was just super lucky, man. Super lucky that I just happened to look up. I wasn't asleep yet and caught it and was able to quickly. It was easy to put out, don't get me wrong, but it could have burned down on top of me. And that would not have been good. That would have been really bad. Who knows what would happen? I don't, Well, that's not going to happen tonight. We're going to put this, when it's time to go to bed, we're putting the fire out. We're going to, that's not going to happen again. Ever. Ever. And so that was a big mistake that I made. Don't let that happen to you. I also want to give a shout out to some friends who saw the last video and reached out to me. Speaking of fires, David and Robin, how you doing? Thanks for watching. They saw me squirting the fire in the morning with lighter fluid right on the fire. Now, I like to think that I am a master bad fire starter, and that that's my shtick. I'm terrible at starting fires. And so I have one fallback, and that is I got fire starters. Look, it ain't the end of the world. I can get a fire started, but I just I don't I don't prep it up like it needs to be. You get the little small sticks, and then you get give me some lighter fluid, man. I'll tell you what's the best fire starter. It's not lighter fluid. It's lamp oil. You get lamp oil and you pour that on the wood, it doesn't go whoosh. It just it sinks into that wood a little. It's an oil. And God bless America, this wind. Come on, you guys are killing me. And little hint. If you want an easy start and you got lamp oil, just pour some lamp oil on your wood. You don't need any fire starter after that. You don't need it's going to catch, and because it's an oil, it's great. So use that. I found that to be super, super easy, super helpful. So put the fire out at night, and according to Dave and Robin, you're not supposed to put lighter fluid directly on a fire. And I will. You're right. Let's not get into bad habits with fires. And I did get in a bad habit. So thanks for the reminder, Dave and Robin. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching. And I appreciate all you guys watching. Thank y'all very much for joining. Hey, listen, we're going to, I think, is this water boiling? Let me see. Hold on. Let me double check. I think we're getting close. Is it going? Oh, yeah, it's rolling. It's rolling. Even got pine needles in it. All right. Let me get this. Let's see where we're at. Not at the campground, mind you. All right. This calls for 1¼ cups of water. That's about 1¼ cups. Maybe we put just a smidge. God bless it. That fire is hot now. Whew. Okay. Let's get the stove turned on. Okay, we'll put that there. Don't touch it. Temperature is a dropping. Let me turn this off. Temperature is a dropping. Whew. No, it's good. All right. Definitely boiling. All right. Don't burn yourself, Tom. Put that in. Stir it up. Touch, bro. Let's see what we got going on. Maybe that's enough. It's time to eat. Besides this, all I've had today was a beer, a cup of water, a drink, and a half of a biscuit. gosh. That smoke is killing me. Oh, yeah. I don't think we'll see anything happening tonight. The weather's just going to be cold, but no rain, no strong winds. We'll be in good shape. All right, we'll see y'all in the morning. Take care. 23 degrees. Good morning, everybody. It was a great night last night. That heater worked really well. It was very cozy in that tent. I am pleased with that effort. Awesome. All right, let's get a fire going. It's 23 degrees out. Well, we had a good night last night. The tent was nice and warm. I did have a little problem with the main propane tank. I tried it out at the house. This is the first time I used that particular setup with the propane tank, the hose, the extended hose, etc. And it worked for a while, but then it shut out. It was almost like it was getting too much fuel. Anyway, I took it off, and I had some 1 pound propane tanks. I just used that, and it heated up the tent perfectly. As a matter of fact, I had to have it on low. I would put it on high. It would have gotten too hot, but put on some warm socks and had a good night. Woke up right at about 7. The sun's not yet up over the trees, although I can see some hitting the tops. The part that makes this tent so awesome to use, just the ease of taking it down. So simple.